And the new tournament begins, this time in the current universe of Trunks, that same Trunks from the original Dragon Ball timeline. In this timeline, he lives hidden with Mai, away from everyone else, and they cannot participate, despite his immense power. But something may quickly change his mind, a search for powerful warriors. With the current angel of his timeline and the god of destruction, they find him and realize he is not from this era, and that's when chaos once again unfolds in Trunks' life. How will things turn out this time? Will he join the tournament team, or will he be erased for good? I invite you to join our team by subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. And leave your like as we embark on this dimensional journey with Trunks and a new multiversal tournament. Without further delay, let's get to what really matters and dive into the video. Let's go. At a critical moment, Gohan and two Trunks, let's call them our future Trunks and the unknown Trunks, to make it easier to follow, both receive news about a tournament of power being organized in their universe. This tournament, similar to the one that happened in Goku's universe, brings together the most powerful warriors from different universes to compete for survival. However, the presence of future Trunks, a survivor from a destroyed timeline, draws the attention of the gods and angels of the new universe, and you know how they are about these things. They're used to strange occurrences, but Trunks is different. He knows a lot, and has already lived in two separate timelines, aside from this one. And if anyone beyond the gods and angels discovers him, it could drastically change his place in the world. The gods and angels begin investigating and eventually discover the existence of future Trunks. Beerus and Whis, who previously overlooked what happened with Trunks, will now be forced to answer for the young warrior's presence in another timeline. What was supposed to be a simple tournament of power turns into a multiversal chaos, with agents from different universes clashing and threatening the stability of all timelines. Want to understand it all? But first, let's go back to the beginning to understand where Trunks is now, and what's happened up to this point. In the Dragon Ball universe, the destruction and reconstruction of timelines have created complex realities filled with evolving heroes and villains. In one of these timelines, future Trunks grew up in a world devastated by androids 17 and 18. Under Gohan's guidance, Trunks became a strong and determined warrior, eventually managing to defeat the androids and bring some peace to his world, but only by going through past events where he could grow stronger. And currently, his fight against Zamasu left him at a very high level. In this scenario, now that he's in a different timeline since his was destroyed by Zeno of that timeline, we know that Gohan survived and became a key leader in the resistance against emerging threats. This unknown Trunks and Gohan continue fighting side by side, training hard and protecting the survivors of their ruined future. Gohan, with his wisdom and strength, serves as a father figure and mentor to the unknown Trunks, the one from this timeline, not the Trunks we know. As Gohan and this new Trunks face new challenges, both also grow up in a devastated timeline, but with significant differences. This alternative Trunks developed unique skills and faced distinct threats. Despite the similarities in their stories, this Trunks is not the one we know, and his experiences have shaped him into a unique warrior. He and Gohan might even fuse. It wouldn't be surprising given how close they are, and both are hybrids. It's no longer Trunks and Goten bringing Gotenks to life. Now it's Gohan and Trunks. Interestingly, the same name works for both. Now, returning to the possible chaos, the battle would start with the convergence of multiple universes. Each timeline has its own set of gods and angels, all immensely powerful. The fusion of timelines creates an unstable and dangerous environment, where each move could have catastrophic repercussions. Angels like Whis and Vados, with their abilities to manipulate time and space, quickly perceive the gravity of the situation. They try to mediate peace, but the tension among the gods is palpable. Trunks' presence has disrupted the natural flow of time, serving as the trigger for the conflict. There, the angels and gods understand that this is not a mortal issue, and that they can truly fight for once in their entire existence. So, it's almost like an excuse just to battle. It would be truly epic fights. But only one thing could halt this entire conflict. What do you think it is? Comment below. And the true solution to this chaos can only come with the intervention of the Zenos. Now there are 3 of them, and all 3, supreme rulers of the multiverse, have the power to restore order. The intervention of the Zenos brings an end to the chaos, but not without consequences. They have to make difficult choices, rewriting parts of the multiverse to ensure stability. This final conflict leads to a new era of peace and cooperation between universes, although it leaves deep scars that continue to influence future stories. The narrative ends on a hopeful note, showing that, even in the midst of chaos, the Z Warriors always find a way to overcome challenges and protect those they love. And as Zeno himself destroyed Trunks' future timeline, he allows him to live in another, and Trunks opts to stay where he was. Now, let's imagine an alternate scenario where the gods of Trunks' universe decide to turn a blind eye to his existence and allow him to participate in the tournament. Trunks, with his current power, faces formidable opponents like Toph and Jiren. In your opinion, would he do well, and would the result without 17, Frieza, and Goku be the same? Trunks, having inherited his father Vegeta's determination and Gohan's wisdom, fights with all his strength. Toph, with his power of destruction, and Jiren, with his overwhelming strength, are formidable opponents. The battles are intense and challenging, with Trunks striving to push his limits and prove his worth. Despite the difficulties, Trunks demonstrates an impressive ability to adapt and evolve, characteristics inherited from his Saiyan heritage. He uses ingenious strategies and advanced combat techniques to face Toph and Jiren. Trunks' determination, combined with his intense training and battle experience, makes him a worthy opponent. During the battles, Trunks is not alone. Gohan, with his new transformation and renewed strength, supports Trunks, fighting alongside him against the powerful tournament warriors. Together, they form a formidable team, joining forces to face any challenge that appears, and in this timeline, we also have Broly still alive, and his father, who has control over him. The battles in the tournament are full of tension and emotion. Each fight brings new challenges and opportunities for Trunks and Gohan to showcase their abilities. The friendship and mutual respect among the Z Warriors are evident, with everyone working together to overcome the strongest opponents. But I think only Broly would really stand up to Jiren there, even if Trunks is very evolved. Both possess immense strength, but Broly has the advantage of evolving quickly during the fight. However, Jiren has already demonstrated a level of power that is hard to surpass. Broly can withstand a lot of damage and keep fighting. Jiren, however, has shown resilience that defies logic, remaining almost untouched in many battles. Jiren has vast experience and strategic combat skills. Broly is more instinctive and wild, which can be both an advantage and a disadvantage. If these two titans were to face each other, the battle would be extremely balanced and full of tense moments. Broly, with his growing power and adaptability, could initially surprise Jiren. However, Jiren, with his unmatched experience and strength, would probably find a way to neutralize Broly. In the end, victory will depend on several factors, including the battle environment, the duration of the combat, and the ability of both fighters to adapt to each other's strategies. It would be an epic and unforgettable fight, with both warriors pushing themselves beyond their limits. So, a possible tournament there would depend on whether Jiren exists in that place. Between victory and defeat, there would be someone there named Jiren to defeat anyone. Certainly, Broly would also have his disadvantages, and even a fusion between Gohan and Trunks of that time, I don't think it would be enough. So, unfortunately, without Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, and 17, the story would have been different, especially since Trunks gains strength to protect people, and against Zamasu, he shows that, but in this case, that factor wouldn't make much difference, as he doesn't know anyone there except Mai. That's it, my point of view. A tournament in the multiverse of future Trunks would be a complete defeat. For today, that's all, folks. Thanks for being here, and see you in the next video.